What's up, everyone? Megan O'Brien, your Jersey agent for life here. You already know what time it is, so let's get right into what's cooking in real estate for March 2023. Starting off, we're going to take a look at new listings. So for March, the number of new listings that came on for the month was 648 new homes. So compared to March of last year, this is unfortunately a 28% reduction, which just kind of further highlights our really limited inventory here in New Jersey. And whenever we say inventory, I know it's like a weird word, but it means the number of homes that are available to buy in the market. So we are seeing numbers of new listings going down. To be expected, it's been that way so far this year. But what I did find interesting as we look at these numbers is spring, March is our spring market here. So when we look at March of last year, we saw a 55% increase in new listings compared to February. So we have 581 last year to 901 new listings. And this year, February, we had 417 new listings. And in March, we had 648 new listings. So while it's down, the percent increase is the exact same. So we basically saw our new listings little over double month over month. Again, not as much listings as I think we'd all want to see. I'm sure if you're a buyer out there, you were hoping there'd be a lot more. But this is really great if you're a seller because it means you have a lot less competition than you did last year. So there's a very good chance that your property will have multiple offers and will sell for a premium because there's just less to pick from. Now let's move on to under contract properties. Okay. So we look at the total number of properties that went under contract in any given month. So for March, we had 537 homes go under contract. Again, compared to last year, obviously 29% decrease. I've said it before, I'm going to keep saying it until either I die or the market changes, whatever comes first. You can't sell what isn't there. So to see the number of under contract properties decrease, not that big of a deal. I kind of expected that. You can't buy what isn't there. All right, let's move on to sold listings here. So for March, we had 374 homes sell. This is a 26% decrease from the year prior. As I mentioned, in the past, anything that closes in March was most likely under contract in maybe late January, February. So this sold number is going to reflect the tail end of the winter market. And the same goes for prices, which we're about to move into right now. So real estate, we try to look at what's happening right now, and then we measure what's closing, which reflects the past here. So let's move on to pricing. I always do average sales price and median sales price because it shows us two different viewpoints of data and it tells kind of two different stories. And together as a whole, it tells a bigger picture here. So starting off with average sales price for March, our average sales price was $821K. This is a 5% decrease from March of last year. I'm not surprised to see a small decrease, mostly because rates today are higher than rates of March of 2022. So the same home today, the same price on a monthly payment basis will be more expensive than the exact same house a year ago. So to see that number go down a little bit isn't surprising. If you guys remember last month in the February update, we did see this outlier here. As I mentioned, the reason we do average and median is because the average sales price is very susceptible to extreme highs and extreme lows. So for real estate, as you can imagine, we have a lot of those mixed in, right? So for last month of February, we had a few really big luxury listings close. Therefore, that number is skewed. But this month, not a big skew right here, so it's a little bit more on par with what it was last year. But let's take a look at median sales price. So the median sales price was $650K, which is on the nose exactly what it was of March of last year. So median means the middle number. So that means half of the listings that sold were higher than 650 and the other half was lower than 650. So when you see a steady median sales price like we've seen so far this whole year, give or take, a little bit in February there, it's kind of showing that our market is pretty stable, right? If we see that median sales price start to trend upwards, it would most likely reflect a market heating up even more if that's even possible. And if the median sales price starts to trend downwards, it would most likely reflect prices coming down, maybe homes sitting on the market a little bit longer and needing to price correct in order to sell. So seeing that number be stable is kind of a good indication that obviously demand is high, supply is low, so that number isn't really going to change much. But I am really excited for the next month or two of data that's going to be coming out in the future, because we are back to crazy bidding wars. And honestly, they kind of never really left, but it's definitely heating up again now that we're in the spring market. So whether we see the average or median sales price increase, stay steady, decrease, I don't think it's going to happen, but that will be a good indication of what the market is doing. I've lost out in multiple bids. We are seeing a lot of people still going over asking, waiving appraisals and inspections. So will the fewer number of homes for sale push these prices up despite the higher interest rates? We're going to have to wait and find out until next time. That is what's cooking for real estate in the month of March. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my market updates, and follow me over on Instagram and check out my real estate blog. If you or someone you know has some real estate questions, just schedule a call with me. The information is in the description box below, and I will talk to you guys next month. That is what's cooking in real estate for March 2023. Thanks.